Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. So today I want to go through an interview I actually had with a DDO developer. Her name is April Ann Fewls. I hadn't heard of her before, but she reached out to me. She knew that I had some questions I wanted to ask her, so I'm just going to go through some of the things I asked her and some of her answers. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I asked her about server merges. So the first thing she told me is that servers are in fact going to be merged very soon into one single server in DDO. Uh, Now, she did follow up and say that there's going to be some upsides of this and some downsides. The big upside, of course, with the server merge is we're all going to be able to play together. So that's great. On the downside, she said that there's going to be so much additional lag that when we play the game, it's going to be sort of like our characters are moving through an ocean of mashed potatoes. But I think on the whole, if you look at it, we have a great upside in that we can all play together. And the only downside is that we can't play together because of the lag. So I think it's pretty even in terms of the upsides and downsides. So it seems to me to be like a good decision. Okay, next. The developers are going to make some enhancement tree changes, particularly to War Priest, because it's been such a big balance concern in the game. They're going to actually nerf War Priest, specifically the Righteous Weapon line, because it just doesn't cost enough action points right now. So they're going to change the line so that each tier now costs 5 action points per tier. In addition, you have to now be a follower of the Dark Six to use it, because as you know, the Righteous Weapon line requires you to follow a certain deity, and that is basically that is glued to your race. But as of now, they're going to change it so that you have to be a follower of the Dark Six. Now, that, of course, means that nobody will be allowed to use the tree because you can't actually follow the Dark Six as a character in DDO. So when I asked her why they would do this, she responded, "Who cares? Nobody uses those trees anyway." And yeah, I have to agree with her on that. I mean, using the War Priest tree in DDO is about as silly as like making a YouTube channel around a battle cleric and then going on for 5 years making YouTube videos on an MMO getting paid like 5 cents per hour. So I think all in all, she's right about that. So next, I asked her about the possibility of maintenance mode, and she responded by saying Doom, Doom, Doom. She actually repeated Doom about 674 times when I was talking to her, and I tried to follow up and ask her what she meant by that, and she said, yeah, we are going to go into maintenance mode pretty soon. And I was like, well, why? Why did you come to that conclusion? She said, well, so many players have been saying it that it must be true. So even as a developer, I have to at some point acknowledge the truth, because as we all know on the internet, whenever someone says something and they say it many, many times and they continue to say it, that obviously means it's true. Of course, everything on the internet is true. So I think I agree with her logic there. So while it's sad that we are going to get maintenance mode right after we get a server merge, it's really cool to see that the game has lasted for as long as it has. So we have that to be thankful for. Okay, next, one change that they are going to make before we go into maintenance mode is in the Caught in the Web raid, 5 million hit points are going to be added to Lol's belly button on all difficulty modes. This, of course, disproportionately affects some difficulties more than others, and I asked her about that, and that was my specific point to her. I'm like, well, if you add 5 million hit points to the belly button, that's going to make normal a lot harder than where it was disproportionately to comparatively to say Epic Elite or the Reaper modes. But she responded by saying that this is totally irrelevant, because why would you run this raid anyways? We've given you 3 Raiders reward boxes at this point. Don't you get the memo? Don't you get the point? Why are you running this raid, you idiot? I felt a little personally insulted when she said that to me, but you know, I get her logic. So she's probably right. Okay, next, she did say the anniversary card event will be returning, because they're not really sure why they didn't bring it back in the first place, as there were clearly no issues when it ran the first time. Another minor change they're making to the game is Will Wheaton's commentary in the Temple of Elemental Evil is going to be changed. It's going to be changed to just say "Shut up, Wesley," because no one likes him anyways. Okay, last bit of news. Half-elf facial avatars, they're going to be replaced, and they're going to be replaced by Meltman from the Nickelodeon TV series Action League Now. I then followed up and I asked her, why would you make that change? Why would you make that so different? And then she responded by saying what difference. Good point. So guys, let me know what you think about this urgent news from developer April and Fewls. Tell me what you think about it. And if you don't really understand what's going on, just make sure you look at the date this video was uploaded. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you next time. Take care. What else? Oh, lastly, half-elf facial avatars have been replaced by the Nickelodeon TV series action character. Okay, lastly, half-elf facial avatars, they're going to be changed because this has been an issue for a while. Okay, lastly, half-elf facial avatars have been replaced. In the next patch, we're going to see this. They're going to be replaced by Meltman from the Nickelodeon TV series Action League Now. So stupid. I can't believe I'm going to release this video.